Well, a few days ago, on January the 7th, precisely January the 7th this year, the Zamfara state government released a press release saying that the defense minister, alleging that the Ministry of Defense for State uses the NSA's office to harass opposition. They raised a serious concern about the harassment of opposition figures within the state using federal might. They say they had no other option but to bring to public notice how the Ministry of State for Defense has used the Office of the National Security Advisor to harass and intimidate the opposition. Well, we get a little more detail on that now with Mr. Suleiman Bala Idris, who is the SSA media to the Zamfara state government. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What exactly is this accusation about? What will you say constitutes the harassment that you noticed that resulted to the release of the statement?
Well, if you can recall, just a few months ago or a few weeks ago, there were several videos of a cleric from Sokoto accusing the state minister for defense of involvement with the bandits. So a lot of people share the video online, especially on Twitter. People were calling on the president to call the state minister to order or to prove the state minister over his alleged involvement with the bandits. So someone who is a staff in my office, a technical assistant, posted that same video on Twitter. And unfortunately, last week on Wednesday, Bello Matawalle, who is the state defense minister, sent security operatives to abduct that same person here in Abuja. So we couldn't trace where they took him to. We started our own investigation, and finally we found out that they took him to a police outpost in the central area here in Abuja, close to Ministry of Education. We did our finding. What they wanted to do initially was to cover their tracks, not for anybody to even know where they took him to. But we got intel from our sources that this is where they took him to. We went there and we asked the police, the DPO there, that this person, what happened? Why are you arresting him? They said they're just keeping him for safekeeping. That it is from the office of the NSA that they brought him to them, to the police, for safekeeping. We say, oh, from the office of the NSA, they said yes.
So how is it linked then to the Minister of State for Defense?
Yeah, so what happened, we did our investigation. We reached out to some people, our sources within the office of the NSA, that, look, this is what is happening. They said, no, they are not aware. It is not the NSA. NSA is not involved. We say, oh, NSA is not involved. But this is what the police is saying. The DPO is saying that they took Salim to the police outpost for safekeeping from the office of the NSA. So we took someone from the office of the NSA the next day to the police outpost. We went there with our lawyer, who is a senior advocate. We went there and the police DPO changed the narrative again. After the person that we took from the office of the NSA did not disclose his identity there, but the police officer told him that, yes, it is security operatives from the office of the NSA that brought Salim for safekeeping. The person that we went to is a special advisor to the NSA. He said, did you know me? He said, no. He said, I'm from the office of the NSA. He said, no, the people that brought him are not from the office. He changed the narrative again. He said it is the defense minister.
But you haven't gone to the Minister of State for Defense. I think it's very important.
It was him. You know, after then, the special advisor told the DPO that since you use our name, office of the NSA, that we're the ones that brought this guy for safekeeping, release him.
All right. Let me take the questions to my colleagues now. To my colleague Ayo in Lagos. Ayo.
Thank you, Markwe. You know, Mr. Idris, just one question to begin with. For you to be here, it means you believe, or rather at least you have confidence in your aide, Mr. Salim Abubakar, that whatever it is that he put on his Twitter handle or X handle is true. Now, he put out a statement made by someone, a video made by someone making allegations. Does the Zamfara state government have proof to validate that what that cleric said, which your aide posted, is true?
Can you please repeat the question, because I missed some part of the question?
So do you have proof that what the cleric said, which your aide posted, is true?
Yeah, I think it's not just about the state government having proof. Even the federal government, if they want to be sincere on this matter, they have the proof. Because
state government. Just a second. Let's start with the state government.
The defense minister took the cleric to court.
Mr. Idris, just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Some evidence.
Mr. Idris, if you can hear me, let's start with your government, you in your office and the governor and all of that. Does the Zamfara state government have proof that the minister was in cahoot with bandits?
And with another video of a former senior special assistant to Matawalle, who said a lot of things. I think you should have seen the video. By now, the video went around, especially on X. So we have the proof. Even the federal government, definitely they are in possession of the proof.
Okay. Now,
we have that.
Because anyone can make claims, Mr. Idris, I'm sure you know that. Anyone can make claims, anyone can say anything, but without proof, you can't take it to court. Now, if you validate that it is the truth that your aide has put out, have you written to the police? You've put out a press statement, fine, but have you written to the police to say this and this and this is it? Because it is possible that if, for instance, your aide has been putting out statements against the minister, and if the minister decides that, look, this has gone far too much, and it writes a petition and sends it to the police has the reserve the right to do whatever they need to do. So have you also written to the police to say this injustice is happening? Mr. Idris, can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Mr. Idris? Oh dear. Well, can you hear me now, Mr. Idris?
Happened.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you hear my question?
Yes. I'm trying to respond to the question.
Go ahead.
I think I did a brief introduction to the case when I started giving how they abducted Salim. Is because it was not an arrest. You cannot go and arrest someone to put to blindfold him with a mask. They took him. They were also all wearing masks. They took him to an undisclosed location. I told you that we went far through our sources to find out that this is where they took him to. It was not an arrest. That was an abduction. If really Matawalle has a case against Salim, you should have taken him to court from the beginning, not to abduct him, because they wanted to abduct him and maybe to cover tracks. But we did our homework very well, and we got the information where they took him to. So what I'm trying to say is that time on Friday, when the NSA people told the DPO to release Salim, immediately they left the police outpost. They took him to magistrate court in Asokoro. And unfortunately, upon arriving at the magistrate court, the magistrate, our lawyers requested for bail, but the magistrate said that she's adjourning the case till on 13th, which is today, for them to apply for the bail. So this is just a case of abduction. They don't have, Matawalle doesn't have any case against Salim. If he has any case, he should go to the court.
There is still, I stand to be corrected, Mr. Idris, but I still see the question, if you can hear me.
The people he used are the DIA.
Just 1 second, if you can hear me. My colleague asked you a question, what's the link to the minister? And all of the things that you have saying doesn't sound like there is any proof, substantial proof. Just a second, just 1 second. Now, just 1 second, if you can hear me, Mr. Idris, just 1 second. Now, so the issue now is, I asked a question that you haven't quite answered. If it is an abduction, and as you say, it is illegal, have you reported the matter to the police so that the police can step in and do the needful? And now that it is in court, what are your expectations?
Let me please, before I answer your question, let me ask you another question. Where did you think we got the information that Salim was held in the police outpost at the central area? It was from the police, from the headquarters of the police, because we reported that there was a case of abduction. And the police informed us that they would do their due diligence, and they did. They gave us information that this person we are looking for is at this outpost, the police outpost in the central area, because the DPO is complicit. He was in contact with Matawalle. I'm not telling you here, say I have my facts, because we went back to that place and Matawalle's people called the DPO, and the DPO was giving us terms that Salim's parents should reach out to Salim. He has demands that Salim should write an apology on X, and that he should pledge allegiance to him, and he will not write anything against him henceforth. So these are facts that are linking to Matawalle. How can you just ask someone to put down an apology, to write an apology on X, and also pledge allegiance to you if you are not complicit, or if you don't have something to hide? So what we're saying, we have our facts. They call us to the police station in the central. The DPO is complicit. He's in direct contact with Matawalle. He's the one who passed this message of the demands to the parents of the abducted person.
Well, this is where we are now. We understand that the Minister of State for Defense has gone to court. Is that correct?
Yes.
Who exactly is he suing?
He's suing Salim because his cover blew. We blew his cover. We took the people that he used their name, the NSA office, to the police outpost. They wanted to keep him in the police custody.
But you said the NSA denied it, that they were not involved in it.
Exactly, because we took the case to the NSA office. We did the statement that this is what the police informed us, that the police said that he is only in their place for safekeeping, because the NSA office cannot keep somebody, even if you are awaiting trial or they arrested you, they cannot keep you there. They have to take you to the police. The police then will take you to court, then the court will take you to prison.
Are you saying that the denial of the NSA's office fell flat on its face?
Yeah, because Matawalle and the police refused to listen.
All right. How do you see this matter being resolved?
I think it's high time that the NSA, Malam Nuri Bado, should call his people to order, that he should not allow Matawalle to be using his people, his personnel. Matawalle is abusing a lot of, he's just abusing his office. He's using the DIA, which we know. He arrested a lot of people using the DIA. He's harassing a lot of people using the DIA. Even some journalists. He did that to Vision FM. He did that to Liberty TV and radio. So it's like it's not as if we're in some kind of dictatorship that one person that forged Ibn NYSC certificate is doing such kind things to people.
This has not been proven in a court of law, but we have to see how this matter eventually develops as the time goes by. We have to thank you so much for coming on this morning. Mr. Suleiman Bala Idris is a Senior Special Assistant Media to the Governor of Zamfara State. Thank you so much for coming on Sunrise Daily.
Thank you.